Hello everyone. This is my 1984 Toyota Celica GT, factory flared, single with a solid rear axle, and gonna be restoring the car and making it a lot better over the years here. So I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown of it here in my garage. So it's a coupe version. There's the flares. Yep, factory flares all the way down. Interior is pretty much stock. It's kind of a weird build here. No GTS seats in here, but it's got the flat seats. Looks like GTS flares, but it is what it is. Interior is pretty complete. I've just removed the back seat. It's sitting up top there, but for now, just getting her going and took her out for a drive. You know, see how she is. You can totally tell she's got a 30-year-old suspension system on here because all the bushings are completely worn out on it. Factory super wheels, and pretty much just bone stock. Some notches been cut in the bumper, so I'm going to be changing those out. Engine's just a standard 22R, and it's got Webers on there. Originally got the car with Makunis, however it sat for 10 years, so they were completely gummed up, so they didn't really work too well. Radiator's out of, I guess, a Lexus or something, but did the job. That's how I got the car. Been after this particular car for 12 years. Finally, we just got a phone call one day, come pick it up. That was basically it, so went and got it. So there's a little bit of damage here, some dents and stuff, but that'll be dealt with. Not too bad, but there's a few little glitches with it. So hinges are pretty worn on here, so that'll be something to deal with. Factory interior, nothing changed on it. So this here is going to be basically a beams in here at some point. This engine is really good condition. It's less than 60,000 K on it. We'll find a buyer for it, I guess, and just get rid of it. It's a good W58 transmission in there too. Took the battery out. No rust on the holder. The tray was a bit rusted though. Now these parts that I have here are from another 83 coupe that I stripped off whatever I could get off there and got rid of the rest, but it'll be helping out with parts. Now I'll show you what else we got here. Body's pretty straight, no accidents at all on this chassis. So inside, it's pretty clean in here, no rust or anything. Spare tire, well, I just took the spare tire out, sitting there. I also have a 7.5-inch super diff here, disc to disc. Everything's here for it. Just gonna put that in here, slap that in place of the old T code axle. That's an F code down there, and put a limited slip in there, but it's really good shape. Now, the only rust is right there on the wheel wells, both sides. So I'm going to cut that out and have that welded in, but that is it. These two interesting wires here are the fuel pump. I have no idea what the heck happened here with the wiring, but I'm going to be reverting it back to the original stock state. Either that or installing a new relay by the battery and bringing it straight in here through the ignition system. Right now, it's actually wired from the accessory, which I don't really like the idea of. Other than that, she's pretty much bone stock and looking for a massive rebuild. So stay tuned for more videos. It's going to be a lot of work coming up ahead here. First phase is to do the rear end. I'm going to drop that all out. New brake lines all around, stainless steel brake lines. 4-link suspension, Panhard rod. TRD or AGX shocks and springs, and put it all back together in the back there, and then do the welding at the same time on those two pieces of rust, and then I'll start on the front. Hopefully I'll have the mechanicals done, well, the suspension done in a few months, and then we'll move on to the mechanicals, the engine and drivetrain. So we'll get that all sorted out at the same time. Other than that, there you go. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments.